Parents have run into a common issue recently at the grocery stores. They go walking up and down these aisles looking for baby formula, and the problem? They just can't find any. We're experiencing a major shortage right now. Some Triad parents told us that they've gone as far as Charlotte or Cary to find formula for their babies. It's not just a North Carolina problem. Look at this map. More than half of U.S. states don't have enough supply right now. We took a closer look at a Texas couple who experiencing what some are calling a national emergency.
Come here, baby.
For Taylor and Kenny Miller, every drop of formula counts. The Katy, Texas couple is rationing it for their 4-month-old daughter, Magnolia.
How many stores have you had to go to find the formula you need?
I lost count.
You lost count?
Yes.
That many?
Yes, that many. We'll literally waste a whole tank of gas in a day trying to find formula and maybe only find 1 can.
The couple has just over 4 cans left, a 2-week supply.
How much of a stressor is this for you?
It's very stressful. I mean, the other day I actually found formula and I bought all the cans and I feel like a bad person, but my kids got to survive.
It's a nationwide problem. In at least 5 states, more than 50% of sellers are out of stock. 25 states and D.C. are between 40 and 50% empty, up from 7 states just a few weeks ago.
There's family in Louisiana. I had some friends in Georgia and Tennessee look. We have family in Delaware, literally coast to coast, and nobody has found anything.
With empty shelves becoming the norm, sellers are limiting purchases to help stabilize inventory. A February recall by manufacturer Abbott Laboratories contributed to the national shortage, but experts say supply chain issues also played a role. Now, the average cost of the most popular baby formula products is up as much as 18% over the last 12 months.
Our biggest fear is that parents dilute the formula, and this is a big no-no.
Dr. Diane Hess is a pediatrician at New York City's Gramercy Hospital. She and the FDA are warning parents against making formula themselves.
That's how babies end up having seizures or dying or becoming malnourished, because most of those recipes are outdated and they could be dangerous and they're not scientifically based.
A crisis parents hope ends quickly.
Janet Shamlian, CBS News.
It has gotten so bad many parents have turned to social media groups and online sellers to try to buy formula. Some have gotten down to just 1 can. They don't know where the next one will come from. So what is causing the shortage? We're going to kind of break down everything about this. You know the 3 words, supply chain issues. We've all heard it. It started during the pandemic, and a slew of recalls, of course, did not help. Companies couldn't meet production levels because of disruptions across the board. It didn't help that some parents then stockpiled during the lockdown. Then formula producer Abbott recalled several major brands and had to shut down one of the factories. Federal officials say 2 babies died after infections from having their formula. The FDA is still investigating. Parents turned to nonprofit organizations for help, and now even those organizations say they cannot keep up with demand.
Every day, 15 calls in a minimum, just to see if we have what they need, and it's really, really hard out there.
The FDA says Abbott can reopen their facilities on a case-by-case basis. Well, another layer to this issue is that some babies require special formula. A North Carolina pediatrician's office says as many as 15% of infants have a formula intolerance. That means they have a sensitivity to a specific ingredient in the regular formula. Since supply is tight, those families have an even harder time getting what their children need. Now, a bunch of you chimed in on our Facebook page about this. Debbie said the issue is totally unacceptable in a country like the United States. Tammy added, it's so sad. She says she works at a daycare and sees so many parents stressed because they just can't find formula. It's a common feeling for parents everywhere.
And as soon as they're posted, or you find them like at Bed Bath & Beyond or any specialty online pharmacy, gone. Gone. It's terrifying. Terrifying.
We had to get her mom to send her formula, and her mom lives 5 states away. Well, the FDA announced new action today to try improve the supply of infant formula. It says it plans to speed up the review processes so companies can produce more supply quicker. The FDA says it will streamline the import review process so products from other countries can enter the market quicker. The White House says it's just about making sure that babies can get fed safely.
What they're trying to do in the shorthand of it is increase supply by working with a range of manufacturers and what their capacity is to ensure that the kinds of formula that was recalled is where they're able to help ensure it's on the shelves.
She says the FDA's top goal is to make sure the formula is both well safe and well stocked at the same time. Now, there's a post going around about sharing a recipe for homemade baby formula. Experts say you should not do this. The AAP is warning all parents not to feed homemade formula to infants. It might contain too many or not enough nutrients, and it can also put babies at risk of getting sick. The FDA says homemade formula can create serious health and safety concerns like contamination, nutritional imbalances, and foodborne illnesses. A Novant health nurse practitioner says she cannot make it any clearer. Do not give your baby homemade formula.
It is not safe to make your own formula. There are several reasons that go along with that. One of the biggest is just the risk factor of not mixing it correctly.
So she says when they don't mix it correctly, babies could be given too much or too little of something. She says this could cause problems with brain development, weight gain, and digestion, along with many other things.
This too will pass, and we will get to a point where we have enough. So the resources that you can tap into will hold you over until you can get it. But I want to say, just don't think, you have to resort to making it on your own or creating it on your own.
So what she does suggest, if you're having trouble finding formula, to reach out to your pediatrician's office. It is so important that babies get proper nutrition. It can lead to a bunch of issues if they don't. The health problems range from more frequent colds and infections to more serious conditions like stunted growth and heart issues. Your pediatrician, again, can guide you if your child needs a different diet. Well, parents really are stuck in a tough spot right now. We will continue to monitor the FDA's measures and keep you informed if there are any breakthroughs that make this situation easier.